All right, I'm Nick. Today we're going to shoot another 100 rounds through the XD Mod 3. We have not had any malfunctions. We're 300 rounds in. After this video, we'll be 400 rounds in. Our goal is to see if we can get to 1,000 without cleaning and lubricating the gun, just to see how it does for no real particular reason. Just some people have said it can't be reliable based on the price point, and I think that is just nonsense. So here we go. We're going to run another 100 through there. Off we go. Now we're only using one magazine, so I gotta reload all of these. This is the magazine that came with the gun. The goal of that is, well, the magazine's gonna get a bunch of work too, because that is a failure point. So are the iron sights, right? Sometimes the iron sights shift left to right. Of course, we don't want that. But by using the same magazine, we get to have an idea of what would fail if anything fails, because this is gonna go through a ton of cycles of being loaded and unloaded, and we should see interesting results. I don't think we'll have any issues. Most of the people in the comments said we wouldn't have any issues. If you think that we'll have issues, go down there to the comment section, let us know. Obviously, this is just an experiment. We're just tinkering, nothing else to do. I plan on shooting this gun anyways, and I shoot about 100 rounds every day, so documenting it is pretty easy. We'll fast forward reloading. All right, that's another 45 down. No issues. I still think it's a fine shooting pistol. Are there guns out there that are better than it? Of course there are guns out there that are better than it. We're not comparing it to that. We're comparing it to itself. Trigger's pretty darn good. Honestly, I do like the ambi mag release. You don't got to switch anything. Works on both sides. I don't have anything to complain about the gun. I did say a bunch of times that I prefer to have a green front sight. Now, I do actually have some fiber optic tubes I could replace that with, but I decided to stick out the red for a little while just to see how it does, and we haven't had any issues, okay? Running just as smooth. I honestly don't think we'll have any issues at all, but it's smart to document every round because you never know, anything could happen. The gun is definitely at this point probably getting a little bit dry. Haven't taken it apart, don't plan on taking it apart. These two trees are in the way of that little circle. Got a little sloppy there. There's a steel target out there. It's actually two. This one's through the bushes. Those are a little over 20 yards away out there. It's a fine shooting pistol, all right? We are 10 away from 400. 10 away from 400. And you know what I said? I said it a bunch of times, and I really mean it. I think it's smarter to buy a gun you can afford and buy a bunch of ammunition, right? So maybe you can only afford a $300 $325 gun. Nothing's wrong with that, right? But man, buy 300 rounds of ammo to go with it. That's 1,000 rounds right now. 9mm, you're looking at about 1,000 rounds, $300. Obviously, it's more than we want it to be, but that's what it is. Learn to shoot the pistol you have. All right, told you there's some trees over there. Okay, we're doing a little maintenance on the range by just shooting through bushes, and then eventually that bush falls over, and then we got a clear path. Okay, so we're 400 rounds in. We have not had any malfunctions, not had any issues. Obviously, you can tell she's getting a little dry. That's okay. We're putting it through the test. Not necessarily a torture test, right? But adverse conditions is the goal. That way you can see how the gun responds. And I think it's going to respond wonderfully, okay? We've been using just Fiocchi 115 grain ammo. The first 50 we put through it was MagTech. This is just Fiocchi. We buy it by the case. It does a fine job for us, and we haven't had any issues, okay? So, any questions, comments, thoughts, put them down there in the comment section. Thanks for watching.